Just a second before getting caught, he ran into the room and locked the door. Strangely, the noise outside stopped abruptly. As Toby prayed helplessly, suddenly came the sound of banging. Outside, Oren was holding his head, banging it on the door again and again. At the same time, the people working overtime heard the faint noise. Luckily, his arm couldn't reach the top bolt, so Toby managed to hide in a corner. When everyone rushed down, they found Oren crouched by the door. In the end, they successfully subdued him. Just as Toby was glad he escaped, he noticed something in a nearby corner. Everyone was still trying to open the door. Suddenly they froze, because Dracula was right in front of them. As Toby stared in terror, Dracula slowly appeared from above. Eventually, under Dracula's bite, Toby stopped reacting. Then Anna shot open the door lock. Old Black also noticed Toby nearby. His eyes were completely lost, but on his neck were clear bite marks. Soon it was the next day. For safety, they tied up Oren again, but he still seemed partly conscious, though his body was out of control, like surgery without anesthesia. As the sun rose, Oren's body started burning violently. Only a gunshot freed him from the pain. Seeing one teammate after another fall, the whole team fell into division. At night, one crew member didn't want to live in fear anymore, so he quickly left on the lifeboat, but the thick fog around drove him into deep despair. Then something worse happened. Dracula followed the scent. At the same time, Old Black thought it was time to end things with Dracula. The two of them, holding syringes, quietly moved below the deck. Honestly, wouldn't it be better if we did this during the day? They finally stopped in front of a wooden box. As the box's mechanism opened, Anna was ready to pull the trigger. But when Old Black opened the plank, all he saw was a pile of bugs and a tiger head cane. Then came a sound from the deck. They noticed a lifeboat was missing, but the lost lifeboat soon returned, only with some suspicious marks. The next day, Toby's tragedy followed. Just as they were about to throw him off, the old man noticed Toby seemed to come back to life, but when he lifted the white cloth, nothing happened. Old Black knew it wasn't Toby, so he tossed him without hesitation. Toby's death sank everyone into gloom. They immediately formed a careful plan. Abandoned the Demeter. They were one day away from London. If they reached the coast, Dracula wouldn't need them to survive. So before reaching shore, they'd eliminate him. The plan was to set a trap to sink Dracula with the ship.